Today is February 21st, 2022, and you're watching Independently Blind Vlogs. Welcome back to another Independently Blind Vlogs. I'm your host, Jason Smith, aka The Blind Jedi, and today we are talking about my goals. I want to thank everybody who's returning to this channel. If you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're new here, please think about hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be updated every time I drop another video. All right. It's not only me anymore. This channel has been taken over by my best friend, Kenny Clausell, and he will be dropping his goal video hopefully sometime this week. I'll be reaching out to him. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to our introduction video. I know visually it wasn't probably the best video I've ever done. We were messing around at my studio at my job, and messing around with the mixer. And anyway, it served its purpose, and I'm so glad that we did it. That will be perfected as we go along. We've been talking about doing a podcast, so look forward to that. But we also talked about setting our goals. So for those of you who are not caught up yet, Kenny and I are setting out on a new adventure for Independently Blind, where we're going to be motivating and inspiring others to be the best they can be. There's a mission statement that goes along with that, but yet I still don't have it memorized. I definitely just wanted to get my goal video out, but I'll be going over that vision statement in the near future. But I just wanted to catch you guys up to where I'm personally at and what my first goal would be. If I had to talk about my goals, I would have to probably talk about it in phases. I've probably started phase 1 already, and that was just acknowledging the fact that I'm not in physical shape to do some of the things that Kenny and I have planned to do on this channel, and that has been a struggle with me for the past 4 years. So I've accepted that, I've acknowledged that. Now it's time to do something about that, and that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe even a little longer, I've been doing what I call shock my body, meaning been going to the gym, which has been a good thing, doing really light, more body weight type stuff. My body is still very achy, very sore in the joints. For those who remember, I also suffer from Crohn's disease, so sometimes I do get a little joint irritation and inflammation, so it makes it a little hard sometimes, but I've always been able to power through that in the past, and I'm doing the same now. As far as my big time goal, it's always been the same for the past 4 years, and I've gotten so close on several occasions, well documented on this channel, by the way. Thank you for all those who followed those journeys. Is to get down to at least 180 pounds. That's exactly where I want to be. It's about 180. I know if I get my weight to about 180, I know I should be in physical condition, good enough to do some of the things that we have planned, whether it's training for runs or doing some zip lining or whatever comes first, so to speak, as far as our adventures go. However, I have to have a starting point. Your goals have to be measurable. So if you're setting out to do your own personal goals and reach certain things, make your goals measurable and make your goals reachable. So that's what I'm here just to talk about today, is setting my ultimate goal, but making it reachable. And it's very important that you do both, right? You got to be able to measure your progress, and you got to make sure your progress is reachable. It really helps with your self-esteem and motivation. So I need to get to 180 pounds, right? And I'm not going to do that overnight, and I'm definitely not going to get there in a month. If I had to guess right now, and I'll get into why I don't know my exact weight, but if I had to guess right now, I'm definitely still well over 200 pounds. So I would say I have at least 20 plus pounds that I need to lose in this process, and that could take several months depending on what my starting weight is at. Now, today being February 21st, 2022, I have decided not to weigh in. And the reason I've decided not to weigh in yet is for encouragement. I don't want to be discouraged at any point of this process. And right now, it's all about what I call shocking the body, right? That would be phase 2. I'm in phase 2 of my journey, which is shocking the body, getting my body prepared for some real deep training that I'm going to do to myself to kind of A, drop the pounds, and B, get into physical strength shape to be able to do some of the activities that Kenny and I want to accomplish on this channel. So that's where I'm at. I'm just shocking the body. But I will be weighing in probably anywhere between March 4th and March, what would be 7th, I think, 6th? 6th. So March 4th or March 6th is when I've decided to check my weight, and that's when I'll essentially start phase 3. Phase 3 is going to be some pretty hardcore working out. I'm really going to push the limits, and that gives me a whole nother, I think it's like 2 weeks to really continue to shock the body, get it prepared for a really good run. Also, I've also noticed in the past, for those of you who have been on weight loss journeys before, your first couple of weeks can be misleading, right? You tend to drop a significant amount of weight, and I wanted to avoid all of that, adding that up and getting overly excited about a tremendous amount of weight loss in the first 2 weeks, because it's kind of a false narrative. You know, your body always is going to drop weight fast. I'm trying to get myself to what we call the plateau stage, where I know my weight is just stable, and then I could focus and do a better job measuring it. Because the key here is, you know, you shouldn't lose more than 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds a week on average after you go through that first initial weight loss where your weight drops a little bit. And that lets you know that you're getting proper nutrition. It's something, if you guys don't know, make a note of that. To drop weight too quickly for a long period of time is not healthy. Now, I know if you're a bodybuilder like my good friend Justin Holland, shout out to Justin who's been watching the channel, you know, you tend to go and you drop weight for meets where he goes and he used to compete. I don't know if he still does. Justin, leave me a comment in the section below if you're still doing some bodybuilding, man. I'm curious to know. And we'll reach out. We got to link up, Justin. But you know, he'll tell you that, you know, he cuts a lot of weight to get ready for his bodybuilding meets, which is okay, because that's a short period of time that he does that, and then he'll bulk back up. I'm trying to do a long-term weight loss goal here. So the weight that I'm dropping, I'm trying to sustain. And so I need to do it in a healthy way. I don't need to make myself sick. So that's key. So if you're going to go on this journey with us, which I strongly encourage you, if you feel the need and want to participate in some of the activities that we do, and we inspire you to say, hey, these guys did it, I want to do it too. I mean, start off by getting yourself in shape. Join the journey now with me. Get in shape, start training, start looking at your diet, start looking at some exercise programs that will help you get stronger, leaner, faster, etc. The other biggest part of this challenge is my age. I won't, well, I guess I can say it. You can pretty much go back in my videos and figure it out. I'm 47. I'm not old. I don't feel old. I don't think old. I don't act old, but I am 47. And that is a part of your life where, your body does break down a little bit. So I do need to be a little careful on how I approach, getting this goal accomplished. And I'm always keeping that mindful as I'm moving forward. So anyways, that's just where I'm at. I'm here. My goal right now is to continue to shock my body. And I'm here to report that I've been doing that for several weeks now. And I'm going to give myself a few more weeks just to kind of pound the body out a little bit, get some of the soreness away, gradually get up to the point where to do what I usually do, which is when I go all in on something, guys, I go all in. I got a strong willpower. For those of you guys who've watched me before know, I never have a problem, setting this stuff forward and really pushing hard on it. If you followed me before, you know that I've accomplished some of these things before. Sustaining it has been the problem. And those last few times that you guys have seen me do it, I've done it in a completely different way than I'm used to in my life. It was more, I worked out with the wife, which is a different style of working out than I'm used to, and diet. I mean, those are two key things: be active and diet, and you'll lose some weight. But I'm going back to my old training. To a certain degree, modified a bit, and I'm going to hit this hard. So I'm going to take you along the journey, diet-wise, exercise-wise, hitting the gym. I'm bringing you guys along with the journey. Don't know if the gym I attend lets me film. I'll check that out. If not, there'll be no gym footage, but we'll definitely keep you updated on my regimen, what I'm doing, and how it's all coming together. Once again, I want to thank you all for watching, tuning in. We hope to educate, advocate, motivate, and inspire you to be the best that you can be. If you're new here, again, please think about hitting that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you can be updated every time Kenny or I drop a video. And on our journey, man, you never know. Kenny's a very major avid runner. I'm sure he'll have some runs coming out eventually. He needs to get used to the camera, so I'll be checking in with him. And I'm looking forward to joining him on some of these runs. We plan on doing some zip lining, some rock climbing. And I'm going to be relaunching another channel soon. It'll be more based around like pop culture, more traveling type adventures. I still got to talk to Kenny about that. So Kenny, if you're watching this, newsflash, we'll have to get together on some of my plans for that, where I'll be doing some podcasting style shows and whatnot. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I look forward to you coming along this journey with me. And until next time, you know what it is. Stay independently blind.